Chef LaLa, and I'm gonna teach you how to cook Mexican beef stir fry. Whenever you're cooking stir fry at a very, very high heat, you wanna be careful what kind of oil you use. You don't wanna use something that actually smokes easily, like olive oil. You wanna use something like canola oil, grapeseed oil, or like a vegetable oil. So I'm gonna add a little bit of oil to my wok, give it a little swirl, and then I'm gonna add some skirt steak. The reason I chose skirt steak is because I wanted to add kind of that little Latin flair from fajitas, thinking about fajitas. Fajitas actually comes from the name skirt or belt because the ranchers used to give to the ranch hands their pieces of meat that they didn't want, and this was the least desirable piece of meat. But when the farmers took all these fresh vegetables and added it, they ended up with an awesome dish which is called fajitas. So I'm doing a little of a Chino-Latino mix here. I'm going to take some garlic, slice it, add that in there, and then some onion. The way I determine what I want to add next is what cooks the fastest, what cooks the slowest. So that's how I start measuring it. So my red onions, studies have shown that they help reduce heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. So we're doing all kinds of great stuff for our bodies with this recipe. Give it a little chop. Then I'm going to take a little bit of soy sauce. Somebody said to me, soy sauce isn't Mexican, LaLa, what are you doing? But you know what? There actually is a huge Chinese influence in Mexico. After the railroads were built, a lot of the Chinese workers moved on down to Mexico and they started working in the kitchens. So there's a heavy influence of Chinese cuisine in Mexican cooking. Next, I'm going to add some zucchini. Now, these are Mexican zucchinis. It's a slightly oblong Mexican zucchini with a light green grayish skin. They're really firm and they're meaty and they have a nutty flesh. I prefer to stir fry these over the Black Beauty ones because they stay nice and firm. And next is my red bell pepper. I add these at the very end because I like them to have a crunch. They're filled with antioxidants. Very important to cut your vegetables all the same size so that they can cook at the same rate. And finally, I'm going to finish it off with a little cilantro. Cilantro is always good when it's dry. Roll it up like a little taco right here. And then you get some nice shredded action. Now, one of the secrets that I've learned as a specialist in diabetes is a lot of people like to measure how much they're eating, especially carbohydrates. So this is my little secret. It's also chef tip. I take some rice, put it in a cup. This way you're only having a cup. And it looks really pretty. We're ready to add our stir fry. I'm Chef LaLa. I hope you enjoyed my recipe for how to cook Mexican beef stir fry.